Hi and welcome to Easy Camp. In this film we're going to give you some hints and some tips on how to pitch a small dome style tent. The tent that we're using here is our Quasar 300, but what I show you does apply to other tents of a similar style. Once you have your tent in position, we just need to assemble the poles, and this is made very easy because each of the poles is short corded from one side through to the other, and that makes them very simple to put together just like this. Once the poles are assembled, take the two longest poles and place them diagonally on top of your inner tent. And then a good tip here is to start with the top pole by putting the end of the pole into the eyelet. Once you have the four ends of the poles into the eyelets, we just grab hold of the centre of the inner tent, and you'll find here that we can tie this in place at the top. Once the centre point has been tied on, we just simply need to take the clips that are pre-attached and clip them onto the poles. Once you have hooked on all of the clips onto the poles, we can then just peg down the inner tent, and then we'll put the fly sheet over the top of it. Once you have your fly sheet roughly in place, what we need to do is just tie the fly sheet to the inner tent. So on the inside of it, you'll find that we have a couple of ties, and we can just tie that in place to keep it there. Once we've pegged out the corners of the tent, it's a good idea now just to take out the guy lines and peg them out into place as well. Once we've pegged out all of the pegging points around the side of the tent, the last thing to do is just pop the ground sheet which comes with it into the front porch area. When it comes to packing down the tent, A good tip here is just to remember that if it's wet at all, then it's a good idea to take it back out of the bag to dry it as soon as possible, just to stop any mould or mildew from building up. Now what we'll do is we'll just show you how to pack it away and roll it back into its bag. So that was all of our hints and tips for pitching and packing away this style of tent. Thanks very much for watching.